Well, today most certainly had a much more summer-like feel to it as temperatures have warmed back up into the 80s. Humidity has become noticeably more of a factor. High temperatures hit 87 degrees in Rockford, but 88 in Rochelle and Sterling Rock Falls. A little bit cooler to the north. That's because we've had rain-cooled air a little bit longer there. Right now in Janesville, it's 70. Monroe's at 71. But look at these dew points. They're in the lower 70s. That means that any of these storms could produce some extremely heavy rainfall. Even in the rest of the state line, dew points are in the 60s in most spots, and not a surprise with the wind blowing essentially straight out of the south and at a very, very robust clip. So that has produced an atmosphere that is very favorable for thunderstorms to develop. They did so on a very isolated to scattered basis this afternoon, but we're starting to see a little more organization with this cluster of storms. It basically stretches from Madison to just west of Freeport. Right now. We'll watch these carefully. We have no warnings attached to these storms at the moment, but they are strengthening and could very well pose a gusty wind threat moving forward. So watch out in Stevenson County, Greene County, and then eventually Rock and Winnebago counties over the next, let's say, half hour, 45 minutes as these storms move through. Severe or not severe, these storms are going to have the capability of producing some really heavy rainfall. That's why flood concerns are being noted north of the state line, with flood watches in effect for all of southern Wisconsin. The picture looks quieter downstream. And with that said, if we don't get storms to initiate here within the next hour, hour and a half, I think that our threat will go down considerably because we will start to see our atmosphere become a little bit more stable. With that said, any storms that do form, however, will have the capability of being on the strong to severe side. With all modes of severe weather in play, we're in a level 2 out of 5, a slight risk for severe thunderstorms. And again, Timecast just doesn't want to entirely give up on the notion that more storms could fire up towards or even a little after sunset, and how they could still be on the feistier side. And notice that these will be very slow-moving storms, and so the capability of them being able to produce some heavy rainfall and some localized flash flooding not to be ruled out. Then things remain quiet the rest of the night, and as we go into tomorrow, it should be a generally quiet day. Lots of cloudiness, but there will be pockets of sunshine, which will destabilize the atmosphere enough that we'll likely be talking about more storms developing late afternoon into early evening. Those too could be on the stronger side. Little more uncertain due to the amount of cloud cover that will be around, but if we see a little more sunshine, I could see that threat rising considerably. Then as we go into Wednesday, finally we bring to an end this active pattern, although I won't entirely shut the door on the possibility of a couple isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm during the afternoon or evening hours, but the chances for activity remains quite a bit lower. And the severity remains lower as well. And so we have taken the first alert down for Wednesday, and no concerns whatsoever for Thursday through Monday, as sunshine will be prominently featured each and every day. So very close to sounding the all clear area wide, but just not quite there yet. And we'll keep you posted.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Well, coming up tonight, an eye on politics, another week, another trial connected to a presidential candidate.
We'll take you to the courtroom where President Biden's son Hunter sits before a jury facing federal gun charges.